looking for advice on testimonials on one's website. Thanks. We do have a question from Peter. Peter made a comment underneath one of my videos. I think it was a video I posted yesterday or the day before. It was probably yesterday. I was talking about something, and Peter said, "You're so knowledgeable, it's mesmerizing. Hey, do you ever summarize these videos in typed up blog entries that are searchable? Looking for advice on testimonials on one's website. Thanks." Okay, Peter, couple answers, comments, suggestions. I'm so knowledgeable and it's mesmerizing. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate that. I do my best to share the information that I've accumulated. I've been a student of business for a long time. I've been studying sales since 2000 probably. So that's coming up on 20 years I've been studying sales. Before that, I had a customer service jobs and I've learned about customer service. I've been studying sales. And then since having my own business, I had to study business. That was a whole new thing to learn. In fact, I'm going to put together a page of resources of books that excellent books that I've found along the way that I recommend. So stay tuned for that in an upcoming segment. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get right to his question. Looking for advice on testimonials on one's website. That's a great question, Peter. Testimonials are so important for your website. I often talk about testimonials. In fact, when I get to the key that's talking about sales, I talk a lot about testimonials because it's one thing for you to tell people how great you are, but it carries very little weight because, of course, you're going to tell people how great you are. What's super important is when other people are talking about how great you are and what you've done for them. So here's a distinction I want to make. There's a couple different ways that you could get testimonials, and some are more effective than others. So here's an example of a testimonial that's not quite as effective. Testimonials that are just kind of fluffy. They don't have a lot of substance, and they just say things like, CJ is great. CJ is fun and friendly and, knowledgeable and, some kind of, hey, he's a super great guy testimonials. Those are nice. They're nice to hear. And, if I'm on my page for being a speaker, you want to hear that I'm funny and that, I speak good, I talk good stuff, and, people can laugh while they're learning, and that makes sense in that kind of environment. But maybe on a website where you're talking about a product or a service you offer, you don't want testimonials that are like, he's great, it's super, it's awesome. What you really want to do is showcase a problem that you've solved and how people have been transformed as a result of it. So a better testimonial, instead of just, he's great, he's super, would be, I had this problem, and then Peter helped me do this, and now I've achieved this solution. And you can have a page on your website for testimonials where you can have that whole thing visible for them to read, and then take just a teeny snippet out of that and put that all over the rest of your site. Your home page, your about page, every other page of your site should have a little teeny snippet of those testimonials, make them a little different, and then link them back to the testimonial page. So if someone wants to, they can go hear what your clients are saying. It could be called testimonials. It could be called case studies. It could be what our clients are saying is really popular. A couple other ideas for you. So you want clear information about the problem that existed, how you walked them through it, and how they have changed, how they have transformed as a result. And you can take just a snippet of that for your homepage, maybe have a couple of them, and then link back to all the testimonials. If someone wants to read more about that, let them, but give them the snippet so they can see it, process it, absorb it, and then if they want to, they can go read the full information. So don't put the full testimonial on your homepage necessarily. It's not quite as powerful as a couple snippets that tease them, and then they say, oh, I want to read more about that, and then they click it, and then they can read the whole story in the words of your client. What's better than a written testimonial? A video testimonial. If you can get your client to record themselves on video with that information, it is super helpful. So here's some things to consider. You want them to talk about the problem that they were going through. This is who I was and what I was struggling with and my feelings around it. And then I met Peter or whoever, right? Then I met you, my guide, and you helped me do this. You helped me transform this. You helped me think of this. You helped me cross this bridge over that jungle. And now I've achieved this result. This is how my life has changed. This is how my business has changed. This is the transformation that I received as a result of doing business with this person. So where I was, what I was struggling with, the pain I was having. Then I met so-and-so. He or she helped me through this process, and now I've achieved this result. And now I feel this way, and now I'm more empowered, and now my business has increased 57.8%. That's the transformation. This is the general concept. Where they were, how you helped them through it, and who and what and how and where they are now, the transformation. So that's the key. The bottom line is you don't want fluffy, not a whole lot of content testimonials like CJ's great, CJ's awesome, CJ is so super. That's not as effective as I had this problem, CJ helped me fix it, and then I've achieved this result. The other day, Garrison stood up in a meeting and said, I don't know if you realize this, guys, but sometimes CJ can solve your problem in a minute with the wave of his magic wand. I was struggling with this situation on my website, and CJ said, did you try this? Click here, there, here, and there. And 2 minutes later, we'd totally transformed his website, and he was thrilled that he could launch this other thing. This isn't me saying this, by the way. This is what Garrison was saying to a room of people. And that was an amazing example of a fantastic testimonial. He was struggling with this, and then CJ did this, super quick and easy for CJ, but the result that I experienced was amazing. It was amazing, and I couldn't thank him enough. It took 2 minutes of his time, but it was something I'd been struggling with for hours and days and weeks. So that's a great testimonial for me because it was literally something I was like, here, let's do this. Let's turn this on. Click there. Boom, boom, boom. Now you're all set. Oh, did you add this? Oh, did you add this? Oh, do this one more thing. And he was like, whoa, this is exactly what I wanted and needed, and thank you so much. So that's a great example of a powerful testimonial. I was struggling with this, then CJ helped me do this, and now I've achieved this result, and I'm super happy and thrilled. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some ideas of what you might be able to do with your testimonials. By all means, get people to write those for you, publish them. LinkedIn is an excellent place to ask for testimonials because it's embedded into their software. After you've connected with someone in LinkedIn, you can send them a recommendation request. You just note what company you were working for, you note if they were a client of yours or a colleague of yours, and you say, write me something. And then they do, and then it comes to you for approval, and then you can approve that on your LinkedIn profile. Check out my LinkedIn profile if you want to see what that looks like. I've got a lot of recommendations on there. You can see I've accumulated those over the years. And then I take some of those and I put them on my website so you can find them there. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. LinkedIn is an excellent place to ask for those recommendations. And there's nothing wrong with working with your customer on how to word those things. I'm not saying make up stuff and that your customer is saying. I'm saying work with the customer to clarify the message so that it's more clear to them what they're saying and it's more clear to your audience how you help them. And that's perfectly, absolutely okay that you do that. And if they're willing to appear on video, even a 10 to 15 second video, if you're with them and you can just film it real quick on your phone, that is super helpful as well. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Peter, let me know your follow-up questions and ideas. And would you please also check out my free video workshop? Invite a friend to do it with you. It's free. mywebsitesafari.com. There's 7 videos. Each one is less than 10 minutes, so you can take a little bite out of it. If you want to, you could go through all the videos at one time. Set aside, 90 minutes. If you've got a couple hours, you want to dedicate a Saturday to this workshop, you can. You set aside 2 hours so you can do all the videos and all the exercises. Great. Do it that way. Wonderful. Or you can do it the way I'm guessing most people need to do it, which is a little piece at a time. And that's good too. You want to watch one video a day? That's great. You want to watch one video every 3 days, stretch it out over 3 weeks? That's great too. The bottom line is you watch the videos, you think about the material, you interpret it, how you can improve your own business and your results using your website as a tool. So check that out, mywebsitesafari.com. It is a totally free workshop for you. There's worksheets, there's tips, there's questions, there's exercises, and let me know what other questions you have that pop up as you're going through there. Feel free to email me, cj@askawebgeek.com, with any questions you have about that or any of the material or any questions or any tools you need help with. And you can find all the links and details to our show at askawebgeek.com. I publish every show there with the show notes. You can watch the video there. You can jump over to YouTube. You can jump to our Facebook group. All the links are there. You can subscribe on Google or Apple Podcasts. All the links and details are at askawebgeek.com.